guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's .cv, second year medic. You know the vibe. I apologise for the lack of trim, you know. No barbershops are open. I don't know no one who can sort me out, unfortunately. And I'm really trying to save money, so I'm about to have my first night shift as a second year medic. Fam, I'm really confused about what to do during the day. Today I just done a little bit of work and I chilled, watched movies. But I've been recommended to take a nap because I'm doing a 12-hour shift. It's not easy. So I thought I should brush my teeth before I go and have some fruit and fibre. As I was rambling on about the responsibilities and duties of care, I was realising that I had 4 minutes left to leave. I literally live down the road from the workplace, so let's go! Okay guys, I'm in the hospital now. I had to go downstairs to the basement, get changed quickly into my scrubs. Lally Kelly, the coolest shoes, yeah. 10 minutes later, I got my PPE uniform sorted. Had to take a quick look in the mirror. I'm about to go in now, so I can't record any more footage for the sake of confidentiality. So I'll record when I get out. On my way home. Just got back. Guys, what do you think of my background? I love it. That was actually my first night shift. It was tough, but we got through it. I'm gonna put the kettle on because I'm really tired. Then let's get into it. If you haven't already, please make sure you check out my Instagram for consistent uploads on my story, interactive quizzes too. You'll enjoy it, I'll show it here. And also check out my TikTok for educational TikToks and just fun TikToks you'll enjoy. What's night shift in ICU like? Well, night shift is a 12-hour shift starting from 8 p.m. all the way to 8 a.m. The first 5 hours are very easy to power through with regular like 30 minutes breaks. But then when you're around, like when it's around 1 a.m, the sleep hormones start kicking in and then you start realizing, oh, I'm actually tired. And that's when it gets long. But in between you get like a 1 hour, 30-minute nap break. And we spend that time, you know, in the trenches, like there's sacks and couches which you can lie down on. And yeah, it's alright, it's alright. The last 2 hours are the most intense because that's when you're just tired and you want the shift to end. But apart from that, yeah, it's good. Well, there are actually many healthcare professionals which work on these COVID wards, which I didn't know before. There are doctors, ICU nurses, physiotherapists, dentists, family liaison teams, like, there's a lot that's going on. I'll explain what family liaison teams are. Well, ICU wards have the highest level of care, with normally one nurse taking care of one patient. The second highest level of care is high dependency units, and they normally have 2 to 3 patients for every nurse. But in general, like normal wards are supposed to have like 6 patients for one nurse. Vice versa, one nurse for 6 patients. So it's very intense, and any problem can just happen spontaneously, like every other ward, but that's the reason why there are that many nurses needed. Yes, you do, we wear PPE. This includes a surgical gown, a face mask, an apron, a face shield, and a little tag so that people recognize your name very easily and what you do. Hospitals are very pedantic about hygiene, so we do dispose our gloves and aprons as soon as we move from one patient bed to another. This reduces the risk of transmission of, you know, hospital-acquired infections, which you don't want. And also, when we're on break, we always dispose our PPE and we reapply PPE when we come back in, so yeah. Well, I've actually learned quite a lot. I've learned how to take observations, take ABGs, and restock. As I'm currently studying endocrinology at uni, seeing patients with the like hallmark symptoms of diabetes, like it's all making sense to me now. And I'm a very visual learner, so actually seeing like textbook stuff being applied to real life, it helps to stick in my head. Also, seeing certain drugs that I've been learning about being taken into action too, phenomenal. Well, majority of the patients are heavily sedated, normally using propofol, and they normally have a ventilator. They also have a tube inserted into their trachea to help them with breathing. And also, some patients have been in the hospital for months, so they end up waking up confused. As much as it is our job to take care of our patients and make sure that they're good, we also realize that at the end of the day, that's someone's family member that they're praying for, that they make it out of ICU. It just makes me quite sad. One moment that stood out to me the most whilst on shift was when the family liaison team, which is basically a team which helps relatives communicate with their patients if they're not able to visit them in person, etc. They brought an iPad and it was connected to a video call with the family members who were talking to the patient who was heavily sedated, just praying for them and just calling their name, etc. And like, yeah, that made me really emotional because this is the reality for some people. Yeah, it's not, sometimes it does get difficult, I would admit. And it's what pushes me more to do the most that I can, despite me only being a second year medical student. One thing I'll take away, thankfully the number of COVID patients have went down, so they won't be needing me anymore soon. By the time I release this video, I'll probably be made redundant. But we thank God that the patients went down. One thing that I would take away is to appreciate the nurses. They work so flipping hard. They work ridiculously hard, and they're able to do a lot of things which saves time for doctors. This is actually really good, and they're so kind and considerate. Like, they know, like, for example, for me, they know I'm a medical student and I'm not used to these long hours and long shifts, so they are very lenient when it comes to breaks, which I really appreciate. And yeah, I just value the nurses. Nurses are underappreciated, they need to be valued more. Nurses are actually the backbone of the NHS. Alright, that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and follow my Instagram for more and updates when I'm going to release. Also follow my TikTok. Listen, I know that in my last video I said that that TikTok wasn't for me, but that aged. That actually aged, so yeah, make sure you follow my TikTok, check it out, you'll enjoy it. Peace!